Life has a way of testing you. There are days when people's words cut deeper than any blade, days when the world feels like a storm raging against your fragile peace. You try to hold yourself together, but the chaos never seems to end. But imagine this, standing in the middle of life's fiercest storms, yet feeling no fear. Imagine insults sliding off you like rain on a quiet, unbreakable light within. Today, I want to share with you 10 timeless Buddhist teachings that will help you rise above insults, detach from negativity, and become unshakable in your peace. These aren't just ideas, they are practices that can transform how you see yourself and how you walk through this world. So if you're tired of feeling controlled by what others say or do, if you're ready to master your emotions and find a calm that no chaos can touch, stay with me till the end, because this wisdom has the power to change your life forever. Lesson 1. Transforming insults into inner strength. In life, you will hear words meant to wound you. People will insult you out of anger, jealousy, ignorance, or their own unspoken pain. But Buddhist wisdom teaches that an insult is never truly about you. It is a mirror reflecting the turmoil within the other person. Imagine someone throwing mud at a mountain. Does the mountain feel hurt? Does it lose its dignity? Number. The mud falls away, and the mountain remains unmoved, vast and silent. The next time someone insults you, take a slow breath. Feel the sting rise in your chest, but don't let it control you. Instead, ask yourself gently, what lesson hides within this moment? Perhaps it's a lesson in patience, teaching you how to remain calm in the face of provocation. Perhaps it's a lesson in compassion, reminding you that the person before you is suffering in ways you cannot see. Or perhaps it's simply a chance to practice self-mastery, to remain rooted like a tree even as harsh winds blow. Each insult can become a stepping stone to greater wisdom if you choose to see it that way. Instead of letting harsh words weaken your spirit, use them to build an unbreakable inner fortress. Because true strength is not in silencing others. It is in becoming so deeply grounded in your peace that nothing can disturb your heart. Lesson 2. Guarding your emotions like a sacred temple. Your emotions are like a sacred temple within you. They are yours to care for, to honor, and to keep peaceful. But too often, we leave the gates wide open, letting anyone's words walk in and disturb our serenity. Buddhist teachings remind us, do not hand your peace to another. What someone says about you, whether praise or criticism, belongs to them. It is merely their perspective, filtered through their experiences, beliefs, and pains. Imagine standing at the edge of a river. Someone throws a stone into the water. The ripples spread outwards, but soon the river returns to stillness. In the same way, let others' words create only temporary ripples upon your mind. Do not let them create storms within you. When someone criticizes you, pause and ask yourself gently, why do these words hurt me? Often they touch an insecurity you already carry. This is a gift in disguise, an invitation to heal what is wounded within. If their words hold no truth, release them like autumn leaves on the breeze. If they hold some truth, accept them with grace and use them as tools for your growth. Either way, never let another's voice dictate your worth or steal your calm. Emotional freedom begins when you realize no one can make you feel inferior without your silent agreement. Choose to guard your temple. Keep your reactions under your care. For when you detach from the opinions of others, you begin to live not as they expect you to, but as your truest, most peaceful self. Lesson 3. Hold yourself to the highest standard. Embrace others with grace. There is a quiet wisdom in the way the Buddha walked this earth. He held himself to the highest standards of discipline, mindfulness, and compassion, yet he never demanded others match his path. Instead, he offered them gentle grace. In your life, strive for the same balance. Commit to your own excellence. Wake each day determined to act with integrity, speak with kindness, and walk with purpose. Let your life be like a lantern, bright, steady, and inspiring to those around you. But remember, not everyone will carry the same flame. When someone falls short, makes a mistake, or shows weakness, do not respond with judgment. Instead, see their struggle with eyes of understanding. They are walking their own winding path, learning their lessons at their own pace. Imagine a beautiful garden. Each plant grows in its own time. Some bloom quickly under the sun. Others take longer to find their strength. If you demand roses to grow like bamboo, you destroy their natural beauty. Hold yourself to a standard that elevates your spirit, but offer others the grace to grow at their rhythm. When a colleague errs, respond not with harshness, but with support. When a loved one disappoints you, see their imperfection as part of their humanness. This is not weakness, it is wisdom. For by demanding excellence from yourself, you lift your life higher. And by offering grace to others, you create an environment where hearts feel safe to bloom. Your standards will empower you. Your grace will uplift the world. Lesson 4. Seeing every person as your teacher. In the vast tapestry of life, every person you meet is woven into your journey for a reason. Some arrive as friends, others as critics, and a few as passing strangers. But within each encounter lies a hidden lesson waiting for your awareness. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to walk through the world with humility and openness, seeing every interaction as a chance to grow. Even those who are rude, unkind, or dismissive hold something valuable for you. They are silent teachers, showing you where your patience ends, where your compassion weakens, and where your insecurities lie hidden. Imagine life as a temple of endless learning. Every word spoken to you, whether gentle or harsh, becomes a scripture to read with curiosity. In a heated argument, ask yourself, what can I learn here? Is it patience, forgiveness, the art of letting go? When someone offends you, pause and see the deeper truth. Their words reveal not only their inner state, but also the parts of you that still seek healing. In this way, no encounter is ever wasted. Every person becomes your teacher, and every moment becomes a lesson. As you adopt this perspective, your life transforms. Challenges no longer feel like punishments, but stepping stones towards greater wisdom. Negative people no longer feel like enemies, but mirrors reflecting what you need to master within. When you embrace this mindset, you move from victimhood to empowerment. You realize that the world is not against you, it is constantly teaching, shaping, and guiding you towards your highest self. So walk through your days as a humble student, ready to learn from everyone and everything. For in this openness lies the secret to unshakable peace and boundless growth. Lesson 5. Letting your emotions flow, like passing clouds. Emotions are like visitors at your doorstep. Some arrive with gifts of joy and excitement, others come carrying sorrow, anger, or fear. But no matter how powerful their presence feels, remember this: they never stay forever. Buddhist wisdom teaches that emotions are simply energies moving through you. They are like waves rising and falling in the vast ocean of your mind, or clouds drifting across a boundless sky. They appear, change shape, and disappear, leaving the sky untouched. The next time anger burns within you, or sadness wraps its cold arms around your chest, pause for a moment. Take a slow, mindful breath. Say to yourself softly, "This is only a feeling. It will pass." Do not resist it. Do not cling to it. Simply observe it as you would watch a river flow by. The more you hold on to any emotion, whether it's bliss or sorrow, the more suffering you create for yourself. Attachment is the root of inner turmoil. Imagine sitting under a great Bodhi tree, watching the sky above. Clouds of all shapes pass by, some dark and heavy with storms, others light and glowing in the sun, but none of them define the sky itself. In the same way, your emotions do not define your true self. When you learn to observe your feelings without becoming entangled in them, you build a calm, grounded strength within. You begin to realize that you are the silent sky, unbound and infinite, untouched by passing storms. Practice this awareness each day. Allow every emotion to come and go in its own time, knowing that peace is always waiting beneath each fleeting wave. Lesson 6. The silent power of detachment. Detachment is one of the most profound teachings of Buddhism, yet it is so often misunderstood. People think detachment means to stop caring, to become indifferent and cold. But in truth, detachment is a path to unconditional love, deep peace, and emotional freedom. Imagine holding a beautiful bird in your hands. If you grip it too tightly, you harm it. If you open your palms, it is free, and it may choose to stay close to you. Detachment is like this, loving without clinging, caring without controlling. Buddhist wisdom teaches that true detachment is not about withdrawing from life. It is about engaging fully, yet remaining free from the chains of attachment to outcomes, possessions, or people's approval. When life doesn't unfold the way you imagined, when your efforts at work go unnoticed, when a relationship changes, or when goals slip through your grasp, detachment helps you step back, breathe, and see the bigger picture. It allows you to remain rooted in your peace, unshaken by temporary outcomes. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or abandoning your responsibilities. It means doing your best with pure intention, but not letting your happiness depend on results beyond your control. Detachment is also freedom from the constant hunger for validation. When you depend on praise to feel worthy, your emotions rise and fall like leaves in the wind. But when you detach from the need for approval, you find an inner stability that no one can take away. In love, detachment is the quiet strength to care deeply for someone while honoring their path, even when it differs from yours. It is loving without losing yourself, giving without expecting, and supporting without demanding. It is the art of holding someone close with open hands. Detachment extends to the material world as well. We live surrounded by desires for possessions. The newest phone, the flashiest car, the trendiest clothes. But these are fleeting. They wear out, get lost, or become outdated. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting what you have. It means enjoying it without becoming its prisoner. When you are no longer bound by the fear of losing what you own or the craving for what you lack, you taste true freedom. Begin this practice gently. Observe your emotions. When anger, fear, or anxiety arise, ask yourself, am I clinging to something right now, an outcome, a person, an idea, an object? Notice it. Breathe. Remind yourself that your peace does not depend on anything outside of you. Detachment is a lifelong journey. Each day you will find small threads to untangle from your heart. Over time, your spirit grows lighter, your mind clearer, and your life more peaceful. It is the quiet art of caring deeply while remaining free. Striving without stressing, loving without clinging, giving without losing yourself. For when you find strength in detachment, you create a space within where no storm can enter. A space of calm, wisdom, and unbreakable contentment. Lesson 7. Nurturing yourself as a sacred responsibility. Self-care is often mistaken for luxury, something to indulge in only when exhaustion forces you to stop. But Buddhist wisdom teaches that self-care is not a luxury. It is a sacred responsibility. It is an act of reverence for this body, this mind, and this spirit that carries you through life. Imagine your life as a lamp lighting the path in darkness. If you do not tend to its flame, it will flicker and die, leaving you and those around you in shadows. Caring for yourself keeps that flame bright, steady, and warm. Taking time to nurture yourself is not selfish. It is the foundation of all other care. How can you pour from an empty cup? How can you offer peace to others if your own heart is restless and weary? Self-care begins with the body. Eat foods that nourish and energize you. Sleep enough to allow your body to heal and renew. Move your body gently each day, for when your physical vessel is strong, your mind finds greater calm. But self-care goes beyond the body. Taking care of yourself also means tending to the gardens of your mind and spirit. Spend time in silence. Sit quietly with your breath, allowing your thoughts to settle, like sand sinking to the bottom of a river, until the waters of your mind become clear and still. Each day, pause and gently ask yourself, what does my soul need right now? Sometimes the answer will be stillness. Sometimes it will be laughter, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of birds singing at dawn, or the quiet joy of reading something that uplifts your heart. Whatever it is, honor it. Small moments of care nourish your inner world and help you reconnect with the simple beauty of life. Equally important is the art of setting boundaries. So many people carry the heavy weight of stress because they have forgotten how to say no. They scatter their energy trying to please everyone, leaving little or nothing for themselves. But saying no is not an act of rejection. It is an act of protection. Protect your energy the way you would protect something sacred. If an invitation drains you, kindly decline. If someone's presence darkens your spirit, step back with compassion, not anger. Boundaries are not harsh walls. They are gentle gates that ensure what enters your life is in harmony with your peace and purpose. Caring for yourself also means tending to your emotions with tenderness. Speak kindly to yourself. Release the impossible burden of perfection. Allow yourself to be human, to rest when you're tired, to cry when you feel overwhelmed, and to pause when life demands too much. And remember this, you don't have to walk this path alone. Reach out when your heart feels heavy. Share your truths with someone you trust, or write them down to lighten your spirit. Sometimes simply being heard is the first step toward healing. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is the quiet courage to remain open even when the heart trembles. At its core, self-care is unique to each soul. Some find renewal in the stretch of yoga or the rhythm of running. Others in the stillness of tea and reflection, in painting, tending to plants, or cooking meals filled with warmth and love. The key is to listen deeply to what your inner self longs for, to what brings you back to balance and wholeness. Think of self-care as the roots of a mighty tree. When your roots are tended to and nourished, you can stand steady through any storm, offering shade, beauty, and calm to the world around you. But when your roots are neglected, even the gentlest winds can shake you. So care for yourself the way you would care for something sacred, because you are. When self-care becomes non-negotiable, you don't abandon your responsibilities. You strengthen your ability to meet them with calm, with clarity, with compassion. You show up not as a hurried or hollow version of yourself, but as your truest self. Grounded, centered, and overflowing with a peaceful presence that others can feel and perhaps even heal by. And then comes the quiet alchemy of gratitude, one of the most transformative spiritual practices of all. In Buddhism, gratitude is not reserved only for moments of joy or comfort. It is a reverence for everything that life places on your path, even the hard and painful moments. It is the art of seeing abundance where the mind habitually sees lack, of discovering hidden blessings even within burdens. Living with gratitude means training your heart to notice the small miracles you once overlooked, the warmth of sunlight on your skin at dawn, the gentle rhythm of falling rain, the kindness of a stranger's smile, the simple miracle of your own breath, rising and falling, steady and alive within you. Gratitude is far more than simply saying thank you for the pleasant things in life. It is the practice of embracing each moment, joyful or painful, as a teacher. Even challenges, setbacks, and disappointments carry hidden treasures if we're willing to pause and look deeper. When life feels heavy, unfair, or overwhelming, ask yourself softly, what can I be grateful for right here, right now? Perhaps the difficulty has awakened a quiet strength within you that you didn't know you had. Perhaps your pain has softened you, deepening your compassion for others who also suffer. Each time you ask this question, you shift your mind from resistance to acceptance, from scarcity to abundance. You begin to see life not as something happening to you, but something happening for you. Modern science echoes this ancient wisdom. Countless studies have shown that gratitude calms anxiety, improves sleep, strengthens relationships, and releases dopamine and serotonin, the brain's natural mood lifters. But beyond the mental and physical benefits, gratitude offers something far deeper, a spiritual anchor. It grounds you in the present moment and frees you from the restless chase for what is missing. The mind so often wanders in the deserts of if only. If only I had more money. If only life were easier. If only I were more loved. But gratitude gently calls the heart back to the oasis of what is. It invites you to discover richness in simplicity and to find peace not in a distant future, but in this very breath. One powerful way to nurture gratitude is through a simple daily journal. Each morning or evening, write down 3 to 5 things that touched your heart that day. A quiet moment of peace, a nourishing meal, the resilience you showed despite exhaustion. Over time, these small reflections create a profound shift, rewiring your mind to see beauty where it once saw lack. With time, you will notice your mind naturally beginning to search for the good, even on the hardest days. Gratitude slowly rewires the heart. It softens the sharp edges of the past, teaching you that every experience, whether it lifted you or broke you, has shaped the person you are becoming. When you can look back and say, thank you, not just for the joys, but for the sorrows, not just for what was gained, but also for what was lost, you are free. Gratitude is also the quiet healer of relationships. When you pause to appreciate someone, not for what they give you, but for simply who they are, something shifts. Even the most strained bonds can soften when you choose to see the goodness instead of the flaws. Appreciation dissolves resentment, opens the heart to forgiveness, and weaves understanding where there was once distance. Above all, gratitude builds resilience. Life, like the ocean, will always rise and fall. Circumstances will change, people will disappoint, and challenges will come without warning. But when your heart is trained to seek the light in darkness, to find hope in despair, to see meaning in suffering, you become unbreakable. Gratitude doesn't deny the storms. It gives you the strength to walk through them with calm, with dignity, with grace. It reminds you that no matter how heavy life may seem, there is always something beautiful to hold on to, even if it is just the silent miracle of your breath, the sheer wonder of being alive in this moment. So as you walk through life, let gratitude be your compass. Let it guide you gently through joy and sorrow, through gain and loss. And in that grateful heart, you will find the unshakable peace that nothing in the outer world can take away. Emotions will rise and fall like endless waves upon the shore. But remember this, within you lies a calm deeper than any ocean, a wisdom older than your worries, and a peace untouched by chaos. Today, we've explored timeless Buddhist teachings, how to transform insults into lessons, guard your emotions like a sacred temple, strive for excellence while offering yourself grace, and cultivate gratitude as the quiet alchemy that turns suffering into strength. These are not just ideas to admire, they are practices to embody. Because true freedom isn't found in controlling life, it's found in mastering your response to it. If these teachings touched your heart today, I invite you to carry them gently into your daily life. Reflect on what resonated most. Choose just one principle to live by today, whether it's letting emotions pass like drifting clouds or finding gratitude even in challenge. Small, mindful steps lead to profound transformation, and if you seek more wisdom to guide you through life's uncertainties, I welcome you to subscribe to this channel. Here, we walk this path together, one of presence, peace, and awakening. Like this video if it brought you calm. Share it with someone whose heart may need these truths today. Until we meet again, may you walk with quiet strength, see the world through the eyes of compassion, and remain rooted in the unshakable peace that has always been within you.